What's up guys, Putty here, and welcome back for another episode of MAW. We are here on the go-home show for Super Showdown. It's Minor Showdown. We're missing Casey Glenn, Nigel Svensson, and Al Mitico Jr. And yeah, let's get into the show, hoping for a decent one. The standard C promo 64 as Sam Keith books the main event, which is Chance Fortune versus Hollywood Brett Starr. And C- as Frosier defeats Dean Waldorf in about 10 minutes. Frosier gets a frickin' B-72 promo. That's my boy. C- from Cheetah Boy, Cameron Vesey, and Silent Substance. That is not a bad afternoon for Cammy Vesey to carry those guys to a good match. Even though I know these two are really good. But they're in the primitive stages of their development on the card. They're all basically jobbers, and Cammy pulled them to a C-, which is really good to see. This is not good to see, but that's fine. That's okay. Neither of these teams are fantastic. Ernest Youngman, I was hoping this would be better. I noticed he had good stats in this area, so hopefully he will be able to. I mean, I think this is better than his current overness, so maybe that'll help. Nice. This is a face versus face women's heavyweight championship match, and Belle Bryden defeats Onoishi in 6-12 for a C. The Enforcers defeat Regular Joe and Lily Snyder, because I had to put some sort of mixed tag on this. I probably should have put them up against whoever I put up against Style and Substance. Whatever. Frosier cuts a promo on Casey Valentine and gets a 66. Good stuff. And the semi-main event gets a C-. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. No worker improvements, at least no visible ones, which is cool. And Steve Flash is unfortunately going to get a little bit of a ding on his storyline success, but it's a good promo. It's a good match. It's a good promo actually, Casey Valentine was actually rated on his entertainment in this segment, so he pulled his weight here. Not bad at all. And then the main event pulls a C-. Yeah, whatever. We're going to be rid of Hollywood Brett Starr soon. I think this might even be his last frickin' match. And we get a C-, which is perfectly fine as long as Super Showdown does a little better. So, not Regular Joe, please. Do not give Regular Joe a speech. He does not deserve one. But yeah. Oh, like, that show probably wasn't good enough to win us the regional battle, but hopefully Super Showdown will be good enough to win us the regional battle. Ernie Turner extends his deal with New York City, and Cammy Vesey is off of the upset list, which is good. Which is very, very good. We're up to a 44. Oh shit, that's not up. That ain't up, my friends. Uh-oh. That wasn't enough for a whole point improvement, which is very sad. Which is very, very, very sad. Oh well, let's see who was the biggest push tonight. There's nobody huge that was really getting pushed. Maybe Casey. Casey's probably got pushed a reasonable amount tonight. Oh, I don't think that's an improvement. It isn't. Wow. That show was just a stall point for a lot of people. What about Fuyuku? Is Fuyuku doing better off of that big loss? She is. She's doing slightly better. What about Mr. Ernest, who we gave a little bit of promo time to this week? He is exactly where he was at the start of the month. Great. And aside from that, I think we're okay. Fro's is probably a good one to look at. He's 55, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, this is big stuff for him. He is making that American title shine. Let's have a look at our titles actually. Title prestige. So that's a 40. That's a 81. It's gone down. Oh no, that's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate actually. Oh well, it's gonna go down with this guy at the helm, I think. But, yep, that's staying the same. That's gone up to a 90. Look at that. The Ripcord Invitational is one hell of a tournament. And that hasn't been defended yet. Storylines, even though I know we're still... This episode isn't finishing here, but it's good to look through some things. Actually, yeah, I shouldn't look through anything. I'll see you guys later for Super Showdown. Life without Hollywood Brett Starr begins today. And I am very, very sad. It's so good to see him gone. A couple of other people left. I've signed in a few new faces, although not... I still want to bring in about 2 more. Also, Sam Keith now apparently hates me, which is always good to see. Because I signed his freaking protege. Wait, no. Wait a minute, where is she? There she is. I broke an owner goal while signing his friend, and she hates me. Sorry, he hates me for it. Anyway, so we brought in a couple of new faces, though I'm not done yet. If we have a look here. So we got Amber Plotchek and Jeanette Vaughn, who are both graduates of the Mid-Atlantic Boot Camp. And to even out the Divas division, oh, stop me here, the women's division a little bit, we've got Brooke Tyler, who is a very good worker. We'll talk a bit more about her later, I'm sure. And we also brought in Bradley Blaze to address the heel face mismatch we have. He's not being used tonight, but he is good, as you can see. He's good enough, especially for a 21-year-old. He will develop. And yeah, good guy. Decent guy. Gonna work on him. Gonna work him in the Maw style, and eventually I'm sure he'll be great. Big show for us tonight. 22 segments booked, a lot of angles. And our main event needs to deliver. It's Casey Glenn versus Mean Gene Catley. We're in the same place as we usually are, selling it out, and let's get rolling. Alright, this is good. Belle Brighton narrates as a number of women dance in the ring to open the show. Just a basic thing to get the girls over. Those are all fantastic ratings for the new girls. And yeah, overall, really cool to see. Really good to see. B- segment. Look, they may be dancing, but they're getting over, so who gives a shit? And Sam Keith gets a worse rating than Belle Brighton, which is always good to see. But the typical, like, guys, the main event tonight is Casey Glenn versus Mean Gene Catley. And we start with Casey Valentine and Greg Black going over Regular Joe and Steve Flash. Greg Black cannot be managed by Ernest Fordyke, so we will definitely be removing that. But Regular Joe and Steve Flash are a good tag team. Frosher cuts a 70 promo. Nice. D-. Holy shit. Not a good debut for Jeanette Vaughn. And the rest of the girls in this weren't fantastic either. But it's not a dreadful match segment. Chance Fortune. Ernie Turner has got a pimp gimmick. He's managing Chance Fortune. And they managed to pull a 62 together. That's pretty good. I'm assuming Ernie got... No, Ernie doesn't even get penalized for the bad gimmick, so we don't even give a shit. Ernie's also a color commentator, but he's also a face manager, so he's managing Chance Fortune. Oh, I forgot to put these two in the storyline. I'm going to after this. Chance Fortune squashes Bradley Blaze. Oh, Bradley Blaze is on this show. I didn't think he was. Gets a 76 for his gimmick, which is always good. Yeah, 4 minutes, and we also had these road agent notes. This is how you put a squash match together. At least I think so. So, yeah, that's decent for a squash match. I think we got another one on the show as well. Belle Brighton with a typical 66 promo for her. Good stuff. And an E+. Amber Plotchek. Cami Vesey with a C promo. He's back, baby. Frosher squashes Deuce Deadline. Gets a D. Not bad at all. C- for these two. Nice. So Jemai Onishi has passable English skills, not fluent. Which to get a C-, she also didn't have the language barrier. This is good, and it's going to improve, well, slowly, but it's going to improve Onishi's entertainment skills to be working with someone as good as Belle Brighton. Belle Brighton is on the there are only 3 people in the company that are great entertainers, and it's Belle Brighton, Frosher, and Sam Keith. So yeah, in good company here. A C match between Brooke Tyler and Jemai Onishi. Nice. Nice. That's a good debut. Wow, that's very good. Very proud of these girls. They have good chemistry and everything. If Brooke can keep pulling these matches out against the faces on the roster, then I will be very happy to see her rise in overness until she can eventually challenge Mrs. Brighton for the title. She might be the girl to take the title off of Belle Brighton. Maybe. Maybe. In a B- promo, it's Frosher, ladies and gentlemen. God, this guy's a star. And then C for a 6-minute match between Cami Vesey and Ernest Youngman. And it's even got bad chemistry. Holy shit, these two. I love them. I always love them. Good work, Cami. Get back over my son. A D- promo with Cami, with Casey cutting one on Cami. And then the Modern Dragons get defeated by the Ring Generals in 6:17. for the tag titles. Not a great match, but yeah, whatever. C+ for Bell Brighton's entrance, and the semi-main event gets a B-. Probably gonna completely overshadow the main. 75. This might be the best match we've ever had here. Fantastic match between these two. Bell Brighton goes over Fuyuko Higa with a dish of the day and defense number 5 of her MAW Women's Heavyweight Championship. Moving on. Backstage, Casey Valentine. Oh, by the way, Casey Valentine and Cami Vessi behind the scenes, not like in kayfabe, like in real life, are having trouble, and they're best friends. I'm very saddened to hear this. Anyway, this was a segment where Casey Valentine was raided on his entertainment, and they pulled a C. So, well done, Casey. You're doing good stuff here. And a B- promo as Sam hypes up Casey. And then the main event is a B! Wah! Super Showdown! Wow! Mean Gene Catley, in good action and a good crowd, Mean Gene Catley defeats Casey Glenn in 1936 with a pinfall with a mood swing, which is kind of like a judo move. I should probably show it on one of these episodes. Mean Gene Catley makes defense number 4 of his MAW World Heavyweight Championship. Casey Glenn has good chemistry with his manager, and wow, these are the road agent notes I used. And there were the only penalties was the locker room morale, and we got a B, an 80. It's 2015 and MAW is pulling Bs. I'm happy with this. That's a B- show, my friends. And I knew Casey was going to be overused. Where's Casey Glenn? And I can't give a speech to myself, so that's good because it reserves the speech for Fuyuko and Bell, and we all group hug. All 4 of us, the main eventers here, gonna have group hug. Nice stuff. Alright, yes! What a show. The best show we've ever put on. Definitely the best match we've ever put on. Perhaps even the best 2 matches we've ever put on. Because that Bell Brighton match could have actually beaten a record before it even... No, it didn't. But it was damn near close. The best 2... Like 2 of the best 3 matches we've ever put on were on that show. Holy shit, and it was most certainly the best show we've ever put on, right? Yeah, Super Showdown! Wow. Wow. That's something. That's something indeed. Yeah. Let's skip forward a couple of days to see if we made ourselves a profit. And holy shit, we've definitely won the regional battles, because, I mean, sometimes the other companies can pull out Bs and shit, but I haven't been seeing it recently, so I'm assuming not. I think it was Pittsburgh that were at the start of the series pulling out Bs, which was ridiculous. I don't know how it happened. But, wow, really happy with that. Really happy with that as progress. We're about 3 years into the save, are we? No, maybe like 2.5. I don't know, wait a minute. So it was 2013, yeah, 2 years. It's about 2.5 into the save. And we pulled a B main event. And I plan on that feud going on for another 2 months. We got 2 new guys. I'll probably think about that. Five grand profit in March, which is always good to see. And we finished first in both regional battles. El Mitico has gone from Oli, which is, yeah, that's fine. So, we are up to a 45 here, and still 18 there, which is always good. Decisions. First refusal from Matt Trigg. Yeah, alright. You know, sure. You fancy that, Matt Trigg? See, that's the thing about signing your dojo guys, is that they usually don't ask for much, and they'll usually like, shit. Right, if you go into there and negotiate, it doesn't send this decision away, so if you, on the bright side, it lets you have this little glitch, where they'll actually get the bonus for signing a new contract twice. Okay. There you go. Yeah, so that's kind of cool, but at the same time, it's a bit of a glitch. He is a regular wrestler. Cool, so we can sign him. Holy shit, he can never be used in angles, ever. He's actually a good worker, though. He's babyface. You know what? Jobber it is. Don't mind that at all. We were looking for 2 more guys to fill out the roster. These 2 will do just nicely. 260, that's fine with me. You're still asking for a lot less than most people on the roster. I did it again. I'm a little surprised we were only made that amount of money last month. Although what I will say is that we did only get rid of some of the bulkier contracts later on in the month, as opposed to like early on in the month. So wait. Okay, these are contract negotiations. So let's see how the worker costs fare. They did go down by $7,000, but we only went up by $2,000, or even one. We're making the same ticket sales because we're selling out 2,000 capacity arenas. Sponsors went up even. Merchandise went down. Was Hollywood Brett Starr selling all of our merchandise or something? I would not be surprised at all if that was the case. Just all those sunglasses. Nah, we've gotten some bad months before. Merchandise just wasn't good. Same with, like, Hollywood Brett Starr was selling all our popcorn and stuff. Like, he just was our merchandise seller and we just let him go. It doesn't really matter. Let's see now. I'm assuming those guys are going to be enhancement talent. Sam Keith, I do not want to get auto-pushed. Alright, this is a decent roster. I mean, ignore the fact that our... Oh, he's back up there. Nice, Mean Gene. Mean Gene was, unfortunately, in the upper mid-cards. But now he's a main eventer again, which is always good. Well, I'm a main eventer again. I should stop calling him me. Because, of course, that match just propelled him into superstardom. Kind of. It was only a 2-point gain. I'm assuming KC didn't lose anything from that B match. You're damn right he didn't lose anything. He's up to a D+. Good stuff. Good stuff. And Frosure continues to be a rising star. He's frickin' probably the most over guy in the company right now. Except for Sam Keith, of course. Look at that. He's our #1 franchise player. With our secondary title. Greg Black, look at that. Damn it, we're MAW. We should not have 3 30-plus-year-olds in our franchise players. But look at that. No one can say that I am misogynistic or that I do not push women's wrestling. In real life, actually, I'm a big fan of women's wrestling. A lot of hot prospects on this list. Some more women, which is always good. Is Brooke not a next big thing? That's unfortunate. Talk the talk. There you go. These three are excellent. I think he's good. I think these are great, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing to talk about. So we got Showstoppers, Fuyuko Higa and Belle Bryden are on there. Ring Generals. Belle Bryden isn't, surprisingly. Who's hot? Greg Black, surprisingly. A little bit. Brooke, she debuted quite well. And these two, apparently, even though they debuted awfully. Who's not right now? El Mitico. That's a little unfortunate. Casey. That's really unfortunate. I'll have to have a look at that. And Steve Flash is the only one on the time decline. Some hidden gems. Kurt Jameson's a possible one. How much menace do you have? You have 84 menace. Wow, I should have saved a spot for you. Holy shit, who did you used to work for? SWF, yeah. Oh. You know what? This guy is a wow. The rookie monster. Good worker with a ton of menace. Oof. He is like, next time a couple of our contracts expire, I'll probably look at that guy. You are also a decent talker, so you might do it. Roger Cage we've had on before. We probably should bring him back. That's a lot of... Like, we don't have that many good people in angles anymore, and he just screams great in angles. But he's a bit old. He's just a little bit old. He should be working for a big company. Why is he not? That's my biggest problem, you know? Why is he not found his way to the big stage yet? He's 32. I mean, I'm happy for him to stay in the indies for the rest of his life, but... Come on, you gotta find your way to the big stage one of these days. Anyway. Yeah, we're back over the $2,000 mark. Hopefully that'll satisfy Mr. Keith, because he's not liking me right now. If we get sacked, we get sacked. I don't give a shit. We can go somewhere else. I've always said it. I don't think anybody else is booking, is hiring right now. Let's have a look through here. If the owner is the booker, you usually can't get hired. Yeah, because they usually like, I believe I'm the right man for the job. I'd love to book Golden Canvas though. Ooh, I've moved my... yeah. I'd love to book Golden Canvas. Is that available? I'm assuming not. Nope. Alright, well, that's that then. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. Check out the rest of the series. And I'm really enjoying this. If you guys are too, then, you know, tell me who your favorite guy is on the roster right now. Because for me, like, it's still gonna be KC. KC is like my all-time favorite guy, full stop. He's just awesome, man. He's great. What is he right now? An upper mid-carder? He's still a mid-carder. Bullshit is he still a middle-carder. He's got 48 freaking overness right now. God damn you, guys. Oh, that's one thing we should do before we switch off. I think it was chance. We can actually check. We're looking at negative chemistry regarding managers. It's Greg Black, actually. We need to find a new candidate for Ernest's affection. So we shall. We're looking for a heel towards the top of the card. You know, I have just the guy in mind if he doesn't already have a manager. So we're looking at Mean Jean, I think, if he doesn't already have a manager, which I think I might have put Lisa Bowen on, yeah. Manager. I don't have any story for the managers. Sorry. So Dean Waldorf. Ooh. I like that idea. Why don't we put Ernest in charge of the ring generals? Site manager. I think they don't have a lot of charisma, so I don't see why not. Yeah. I like that idea. There you go. And I took him off Greg Black, right? Yep. Okay then. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. Comment on your feedback. Check out the rest of the series and subscribe if you haven't already. And hope to God that I do not get sacked, because it is damn near on the horizon. Anyway, I'll speak to you guys next time for Syndicate Rules and Americana, where you're damn right, Mean Gene KC2. I'll see you guys then.